Insurance 101, a basic introduction to business insurance. Our agenda for today is as follows: welcome and the biography of the presenter, myself, a disclaimer. We're going to discuss some common coverages, some common terms and definitions, what to do in the event of a claim, dealing with licensed professionals, and I'm going to provide you with some contact information at the end of the slides for a licensed insurance brokerage here in the City of London. Business Insurance 101 is the third of 3 mini courses designed to guide you through the intricacies of business insurance in Ontario. I'm Candice Morse. I have almost 20 years of industry experience. I hold a CIP designation, which is the Chartered Insurance Professional. I also am a Certified Risk Manager, or CRM. I've spent time working on the insurance company side as well as the insurance brokerage side, and most recently I'm a full-time professor at Fanshawe College, and I teach in the business insurance program as well as the insurance and risk management program. This presentation is for information purposes only. Really, any of your insurance advice should come from licensed insurance professionals, which are insurance brokers or agents. So we're going to take a look at some common coverages with respect to property. So commercial building coverage. This actually provides protection for the physical structure of the business premises, okay, as well as any attached structures such as garage or storage sheds. This will typically provide coverage against perils like fire, vandalism, theft, certain types of natural disasters, and this helps with the repairing or replacing the building if it's damaged or destroyed. Content coverage, so business contents. This is your movable property like furniture, fixtures, equipment, inventory, and supplies. Okay, coverage is provided typically if these items are lost, damaged, or stolen. Equipment. This is suited for business machinery, so tools, other specialized equipment used in your operations. Again, this provides coverage for the cost of repairing, replacing equipment that's damaged or breaks down when due to covered perils. Okay. And stock coverage. So obviously stock coverage is essential for businesses that do carry stock for good or sale. It helps cover your inventory against damage, theft, or loss while it's stored, so at your location or perhaps even in transit. Some common coverages under crime. So employee theft coverages. We have forgery and alteration. Okay, robbery and burglary. Computer fraud. Money and securities. Employee dishonesty, as well as credit card fraud. So these are all common coverages that sometimes we see that are all packaged up into one kind of comprehensive crime extension, or perhaps you have a need to have, one but not that broad of coverage. So you can actually, like I said, your insurance professional and yourself, you can decide which of these are kind of important or which would be a priority versus some of the other coverages. Okay, equipment breakdown coverage. Sometimes this is called boiler and machinery, so it's a common misconception. A lot of people would say, well, I don't have a boiler. Okay, basically any business that has electrical systems, equipment, heating and cooling systems, refrigerations, or electronic equipment should have equipment breakdown insurance. Okay, it protects against perils that can cause equipment breakdowns, such as mechanical failure, electrical arcing, power surges, and even operator error. So it covers sudden and accidental breakdowns, but it does not cover wear and tear. Okay, in addition to repairing or replacing damaged equipment, equipment breakdown insurance may also provide coverage for lost income as a result of the downtime for the equipment breakdown. Okay, Business interruption. So this provides financial protection for businesses while their operations are suspended due to a claim such as a fire, maybe a natural disaster, or other property coverage. So there's kind of four main elements to business interruption coverage. So the first is income replacement. This replaces or helps replace the income that the business would have earned had the interruption not occurred. Okay. Extra expense. So if the business incurs expenses to help minimize the impact of the business interruption, that is actually covered under the insurance policy. So an example of this may be temporary relocation costs. Indemnity period. There'll be a specific amount of time that is provided for the coverage, and it will last until it's restored to pre-loss levels. Dependency coverage. Sometimes business interruptions policies include coverage for dependent properties, such as suppliers or customers whose operations are affected by the same covered event. So this can help actually mitigate the financial impact of a disruption of the supply chain. Commercial general liability, or CGL. So this provides protection for businesses against liability claims for bodily injury, property damage, or advertising injury as a result of the business operations. So bodily injury, this part of the policy covers the associated cost of bodily injuries sustained by third parties, such as customers or clients, or basically any visitor to your business premises. It includes medical expenses, legal fees, damages awarded in the lawsuits related to bodily injury. Okay. Property damage. So protects businesses against claims for damage to tangible property, again owned by a third party. So it could be buildings, vehicles, or other property caused by the insured business operations. Advertising injury. This could also be called personal injury coverage. Those terms are kind of used interchangeably under a CGL policy, but protects businesses against defamation, libel, slander, copyright infringement, to name a few. So it covers the legal fees and the damages arising from advertising-related lawsuits. Products and completed operation. This typically includes coverage for liability arising from the work that the insured does or that your business completes. So it protects against bodily injury and property damage and caused by defective products or completed work. Medical payment coverage. So many CGL policies include medical payment coverage, which provides reimbursement for medical expenses incurred by third parties who are injured on the business premises, regardless of who's at fault. So there is no negligence associated with medical payment coverage. Some additional coverages that are available under the commercial general liability, the CGL policy. Two of the main ones, now there's a lot of coverages that are available simply because the idea of commercial insurance is that it's a customizable package, but E&O insurance, or errors and omissions, or D&O insurance, directors and officers insurance. So E&O insurance is professional liability insurance. People like doctors, lawyers, consultants, architects, they would all need a form of errors and omissions coverage. Okay, E&O is actually tailored specifically to each industry or profession. So an E&O policy for a doctor, so that's like a medical malpractice policy, would be very, very different than an E&O policy for perhaps a bookkeeper or an accountant. Okay. D&O, or directors and officers. This provides protection of the personal assets of directors and officers of a company when they're sued for wrongdoing while they sit on a board of directors for either a for-profit or a not-for-profit company. So again, just to touch on my previous comment with respect to insurance being a customizable package, it's not one size fits all. And the idea is that as the business grows The insurance policy is also growing to kind of pick up the new or unique exposures that may be presented. So it should be tailored coverage specific to your business operations. There is no one size fits all. There may be insurance package or commercial insurance package policies, but there's not one policy that could be used for, let's say, a contractor, a building owner, and somebody that owns a retail store, because they have, those are three very unique situations, and each of those situations has coverage needs that perhaps the other business doesn't. So this is where an insurance broker or an agent can really sit down, discuss what your needs are, and put together a tailored package specifically for you or your business. Okay, if you do happen to have a claim, so if you within your business premises, or you have a claim perhaps on a job site, obviously contact your insurance company as soon as possible. Provide them with as much detail as you can. Document the damage, okay, or the injuries if there is injuries. Okay, mitigate further damages. Cooperate with the claims process. So work closely with your insurance company, any adjusters that are assigned to your claim. Cooperation is key between both parties. Okay, keep records. Review your policy. Ask your broker agent if you have any questions specific to your policy, limits, deductibles, any exclusions. Okay, stay in contact with your insurance company throughout the whole claims process. Okay, once you've received the settlement offer, you can ensure that you're adequately going to be reimbursed for the replacement or repair of your business property, and then you can actually proceed with repairing or replacing the property. Okay, closing the claim after all of the repairs are complete. The claim should be closed. Keep all copies of documentation. Dealing with licensed professionals, so a licensed insurance broker or agent has expertise and knowledge. They have access to multiple insurers, so brokers work with typically, a handful of different insurance companies. Therefore, that provides you with access to a wide range of policies or coverage options. Okay, they provide personalized advice and guidance, advocacy and support, compliance and protection, and continued assistance. Here's the contact information I referred to earlier. So the Merit Group Insurance Brokers, located at 759 Hyde Park Road, London, Ontario. Their office phone numbers below, as well as their toll-free number. And then each of these individuals have an email address associated. You can reach out specifically. Again, Merit Group is a licensed personal lines and commercial lines insurance brokerage.